This young man writes for McSweeney's. He writes for Slate.com. He's comic out in New York City coming up to help us out. Let's welcome Mr. Jay Welch.
Oh, boy. Hey, guys. My name is Jay Welch. That's not my full name. My full name is Jennifer Welches. Try to remember my roots, where my block is, which is Eastern Maryland. That's where that is. I should tell you a little bit about myself so we can get started. I am in an interfaith relationship because I am not Jewish and my beard is. I actually have two separate sets of combs, one for getting out milk products, one for getting out meat products. I went suit shopping recently. One of the suits I tried on was a three-piece suit. And this face is kind of a weird look with a three-piece suit. Kind of looks like railroad company executive from like during the Wild West. Like I have a face made for saying, I don't care how much it costs, I want Butch Cassidy. I know that I do have like a look, like, and as you can tell by my body type, I am an American. I did something recently I haven't done in way too long, which is I weighed myself. And good news, everybody, I weigh more than I ever have in my life, but still less than I feared. It should not be good news when you tip the scales at 308. That should be bad news. But I was relieved because there's a device for the Nintendo called the Wii Fit. Do people know about the Wii Fit? Right? It's a balancing game. You stand on it, you do various balancing exercises. It's good for generalized fitness. I've also been told it comes in handy if you ever need to train hard in order to take a panda bear through a field goal. The Wii Fit, though, it turns out, has a weight limit. I didn't know what that number was. That's an important number. That's the number where exercise breaks up with you. Oh my God, I went onto Google, I typed in Wii Fit weight limit, and that's a nervous moment where you type that in and you don't know how sad you're gonna be in 5 seconds. Google never says, did you mean consider suicide? They never say that. The weight limit though here in America is 330 pounds. And as I said, I took the scales at 308, which means, of course, that I have 22 pounds to play with. So who knows, maybe tonight I'll celebrate, eat a bag of flour. I have always struggled with my weight, which I guess is my way of telling you I read a lot of fantasy novels in high school. I don't mean to brag, guys, I was incredibly unpopular in high school. Imagine a lot of loneliness, and then imagine that the loneliness constantly bragged about its math skills. I get almost all the blame, I totally do, but my parents didn't help, and I'll tell you why. Their favorite brand of clothing in the world is LL Bean. They love it. It's in their DNA. But LL Bean doesn't just make sweaters that nobody fucks in. They also make accessories. And that was the problem, because when I went off to high school, my parents decided to get me a brand new backpack, which would have been a lovely thought, except they got it at the LL Bean outlet store. And of course, an outlet store is a place where you can save money by buying merchandise that isn't good enough to sell to humans. They saved $15 by buying me a backpack that was monogrammed Chris, which isn't even my name a little. My name is Jay. They named me that, by the way. So they realized they could not send me to school with this backpack, if for no other reason than anybody named Chris could steal it and win the argument in the principal's office. So my dad took a needle, this is true, and he removed the C and the R and the S. So on my first day of 9th grade, I went in there with a backpack that just said hi. That should be fine, right? Because high schoolers are historically friendly, non-judgmental. Oh, that looks like a terribly heavy backpack. Can I throw it at you while I call you a homo? I do mostly mostly have a good relationship with my parents. Like, it's good, but it's awkward. Like, I remember when my dad and I had the sex talk, you know, when I had to explain sex to my dad. He was not ready for it. But no, so what happened was, like, he took me aside, I was 12, and he said, Jay, you started exploring your body, which is a great way to get a 12-year-old to immediately stop exploring his body. And also not really an accurate phrase either, you know, because you're not exploring all of your body. You're exploring part of your body a lot. Like if you were exploring America, you wouldn't keep mapping Florida. You wouldn't just keep going up and down the coast of Florida. Jacksonville, Miami, Jacksonville, Miami, Tampa, Jacksonville, Miami, Jacksonville, Miami, Tampa. Use your other hand to work on the keys a little. I guess what I'm saying is geography is an important thing to teach a growing child. I don't know. So I lived with them, and then I stopped living with them, and then I ended up going to school in Greenwich Village in New York City, which is a very vibrant neighborhood. Vibrant is my mom's word for when boys kiss each other. It's pretty vibrant. And just to clarify, some people think that last joke is homophobic, and I have no problems with gay people. Some of my black friends are gay. Guys, that's my time. Thanks so much.